just see how they acted around each other.
で初めてバイブルスタディといって聖書を勉強する時間を持つことも初めてそこでしました。
And also at the camp, I was able to, for the first time, study the Bible through one of the Bible studies that they had going on during the time.
でその時はもうバイブルってすごい難しいなとも思ってたんですけども、同時になんかこうすごいいいことが書いてあって、もう長年もう長い歴史の間の中で世界中に読まれている理由がそこで少し分かるような気がしました。
And while I was studying the Bible, I sort of thought that this is a really difficult book, but it also has a lot of really good things written in it, and I thought that maybe I understood a little bit why so many people continue to read the Bible even today.
でこの EC が自分がクリスチャンになるきっかけだというのはその時は本当に思いませんでした。
But I didn't really think that going to this conference would actually lead me to believing in Christianity.
それどころかもう EC の最終日までにはもうクリスチャンを観察していて、もうクリスチャニティがいかにもうみんなに影響を及ぼしているかを知り、最後に言っちゃっていい？もし自分がもう仏教をやめてクリスチャンになったら、もう今まで自分が築き上げてきた思想とかが意志がもうすごい別のものになりそうなってしまうという戸惑いからもうすごい本気に悩んでました。
And as the conference wore on, and I was able to just study the people around me more and see again what they believed in and to understand more about Christianity, I began to really just think very hard about becoming a Christian. But it was really holding me back was that everything I had believed beforehand as a Buddhist and all my values would have to sort of change if I decided to believe in Christianity.
でその頃から本当に仏教とクリスチャニティにはもうすごいいいものがあるので、もうそれぞれいいところを取って自分のクリスチャンの友達に仏教とクリスチャンを両立する方法はないのかって本当に真剣に聞いてました。
And since I was thinking so much about Christianity and Buddhism, and I was just looking at the good points that I saw in both religions, I seriously asked those Christian friends around me if there was any possible way I could mix Buddhism and Christianity and just believe that mesh of religions.
で、皆さんのその聞いた時の人の答えはもうはっきり言ってそれは難しいということでした。
And each time I asked the Christians around me that question, I received the same answer that's very difficult to do.
ただ一人の人がもう祈ってみればいいよ、そうすれば必ず答えが返ってくるからって言ってくれました。
But one person I asked gave me this answer as well. They said, you should pray about it, because if you pray, there will be an answer to your question.
ただその時はもう特にジーザスに祈ったっていうわけではなく、もう天にただただもう自分は何を信じるべきなのかと祈りました。
So I did pray, but it wasn't like I was praying to Jesus or God. It was just that I was crying out to the heavens and asking somebody what I should believe in.
あと EC の中でそのゴスペルの参加の機会をいただいて、でその時先々週フライデーで証しをしたジュンさん、そちらに座ってられるんですけどもがこのゴスペルのためだけに PE をやりに来ました。
And also at the conference, I was able to join in the gospel group that they were doing there, and they had a concert at the very end. And Jun-san, who gave his testimony here 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago?
2
weeks ago. He came just specifically for that gospel concert they were having, just to set up the PA systems.
でレコーディングメジャーの、私からとってはもう前々からお話をジュンさんに伺っていたいと思っていたので、そのジュンさんとお話しする機会がそこで設けることができました。
And since I am a recording technologies major, I was very interested in being able to talk with Jun-san about different things. He didn't say what. Just talk to Jun-san. And so because he came, I was able to get the opportunity to sit down and talk with him.
でそのジュンさんとお話しした時に1月3日にアーサー・ホーランドという牧師さんの講演会の音響の手伝いのオファーをいただきました。
And while we were talking, conversation went around to a concert and speaking event that was being held for Mr. Arthur Holland. And Jun-san was going to be doing the sound system for that concert as well. So he invited me to come help him out with that.
でこのアーサー・ホーランドという方はその全身入れ墨だらけで不良牧師として知られている牧師さんなんですけれども、日本やアメリカでいろいろ講演をして渡っている一人です。
And this Arthur Holland is a man who's known as a gangster pastor. He has tattoos all over his body and just looks really tough. But he's a pastor and he has had multiple speaking engagements in Japan and America.
でその時の講演内容が武士道を含めた古き良き日本とあとクリスチャニティの思想の調和という内容でした。
And let's see, the topic that Arthur Holland was going to be speaking at during this event was about the way of the samurai and how it had to do with Christianity, and also he was going to delve deeper into what Christians believe and how that can affect Japanese.
でそのアーサー・ホーランドさんが語られたその思想内容は今まで自分が思ってたクリスチャニティとは全く別のもので、彼のようなクリスチャンなら自分もなりたいと少し思うようになりました。
And so when I went to that event and I heard Mr. Holland speak, he really spoke about Christianity in a different way than what I was used to hearing here at Japanese Fellowship and prior to that. And I began to think, if this is what Christianity really is, I think I could really commit myself to it.
でそれと同時にその仏教とクリスチャニティを両立するという心は二心を抱くっていうことで真の武士がやることではないのかなとその時も思いました。
And also at this time I began to think again about combining Buddhism and Christianity, and began to feel that serving two religions, in a sense two masters like that, isn't something that a true samurai would do. So I began to feel like that wasn't something I wanted either.
で講演が終わって食事休憩を取ってる時に講演関係者の方からお疲れ様ですという挨拶をいただきました。
And at the event, when we broke for a lunch, one of the sponsors behind the event, they came up to me and said, "Thank you for your help," and they began to talk to me.
でその講演関係者の方が私に明日1月4日にアンサーさんが直々にバプティズムを授けるんだけど4名限定で1人枠があるんだけど君やってみない？
And as we kept talking, the event was held on the 3rd, and the sponsor kept talking to me, and he said, tomorrow, the 4th, the Sunday, Mr. Holland's going to be doing baptisms for 4 people, but right now we only have 3, so would you like to be baptized tomorrow?
でもう限定っていう言葉もすごい響いてもう心の由来なんですけども、でジュンさんも「おうやってみりゃいいじゃん」とか言ってたんですけどバイトがあったのでその時はお断りしました。
So they told me, it's limited to 4 people, and that made it sound really special, and that made me think, oh, okay, maybe I'd like to do it. And Jun-san was sitting next to me. He said, hey, yeah, you should go ahead and get baptized tomorrow.
ですが
バイトが終わった。